6. I hope I draw King Plush. Okay, chat, get your pogs ready. Let's see what he looks like. That animation wasn't very good.
Redbeard.
And welcome everybody to the stream. And be disappointed that I don't have Aralon. 9 mana 6/6. Battlecry, return all minions with less attack than this to their owner's hands. Is that card good? I'm not so sure. Let's take it. Let's take King Plush. Plush is pretty good. I think Plush is pretty good. Spirit Poacher I know is good. Yodelers feel kind of insane right now. Yeah, let's just take it. There's some high roll potential. Ooh, Stag Charge. I do like Observer too, but let's take more Wild Seed cards. And now let's take the Observer over Peasant, maybe. Hope your day is going well. Yeah, I've been getting up around 6 p.m. Sleeping like 9 or 10 till like 5 or 6. It's been pretty nice. I went to the supermarket, bought some carrots. Good luck today. Hope to see some fun games. Let's hope. These aren't good. What do I take here? Maybe I just take the Grunt. Maybe I take the Golem. I guess. I don't like that card. I think I'd rather have Frenzied Fangs over this Merchant. I think. Could be a lot of stats. Let's take the Bear over the Tyrannosaurus. Bear plus Yodeler could be nice. Collateral's nice. What's the legendary we picked? We picked King Plush, a cute version of King Crush, which has a battle cry to return all minions either side of the board with less attack than this to their owner's hand. So anything 5 or less, or if you buff it, that number can go higher. I think it's okay. We'll try it out. Bait and switch, Pet Collector pulling nothing. Let's take Bait and Switch. I think Bait and Switch is pretty strong. Jeweled Macaw, maybe? Very interesting. 9 lives would go hard in a Death Rattle Hunter deck. Yeah, 9 lives can do some work. I could take Imported Tarantula Gram. It's another good Yodeler target. Let's just take it. Big Hunter. I do like Barrel of Monkeys. Barrel of Monkeys is pretty good. Tremors. Tremors is pretty good. Where are I was gonna say, where are our buzzards? But now we have one. I think the frog is okay. I actually like the 4-drop origami card, the taunt, a lot more. But maybe they're close. I don't like any of these. Let's just take a musician, maybe. Good for the curve. Good for the curve. I think Hidden Meaning's okay. Are you excited for MLB season to start? I'm an Angels fan. No, I'm a Dodgers fan. I hate the Angels. Yeah, I usually get much more excited. I like the first week or two of baseball season, and then I get more interested in June and July once the NHL and NBA playoffs are over and it's all we have. But I'm not following every game of every team or anything like that. Dreads likes the Angels. What a goof. He's trying to switch over to becoming claiming to become a Dodgers fan since they signed Ohtani. I'm not allowing it. I'm going officially on the record saying no. I do not like Vicious Fledgling. We took Vicious Fledgling yesterday. And a couple times it hit base and it almost never did anything. Bandwagon fan? Yes. Yes. I think both of these are very good. I think Fledgling is not very good. Let's take a Mount. And I'll take an Amalgam. Could discover another beast. It's just cheap. I don't hate it. I need 3s, but man, Animal Companion just feels so fair. Like a 3-mana 4/4 taunt just feels fair. Saber? Alright, I'm just gonna take another Tarantula. Oh, I haven't seen Unleash the Hounds yet. I think I want more Tremors, but I think Unleash the Hounds is not very good. Coop. What's up, Coop? Alright, let's take the 1. Let's take another 1. I was gonna say Harpoon Gun would be welcomed. If I taken the 4 mana 4/3, I think I'd like the Harpoon Gun even more. But as it is, it can hit Plush, it can hit Mountain Bear, it can hit these Tarantulas. Like, there's just a lot of good stuff. I'm actually going to take another Yodeler here. I've not seen Unleash the Hounds. This is our 5th Hunter, I think. That's the first one we've been offered. But it did face one person who had Unleash the Hounds. This card's insane. Patchwork Pals. Get all 3 animal companions. Double Harpoon Gun. Although Trinket Tracker would be very good for us. But I think 2 Harpoon Guns is just... it's crazy enough to work. Take another Stag Charge here. Honestly, it could just be Broomstick, but I'm going to take Mechanome Guide. It could find us another collateral. We got a raid from Kolst. I'm actually going to take the Terror Scale Stalker, which I think is just an absolutely premium card right now. We have the Tarantulas, we have the Bear, we have the, this guy, wherever he went. We got the little Buzzard. I think it's just very, very good. And I think I'd rather just take the 1 here, just have another cheap card. Good deck. I mean, every deck we've drafted, every Hunter deck has been good. Does the meta shift a lot in the late arena runs? Yeah. I mean, in the sense that, like, for example, in this meta, Hunter is by far the best, and like Demon Hunter and Death Knight. So once you get to 6, 7 wins, that's all you're gonna face, or you're gonna face the nuttiest deck from the other classes. And like, if you face a bunch of Hunters early in your run and you're like a good mage deck, you might just go 1 and 3 or 2 and 3, because a good mage deck isn't probably better than the average Hunter deck. What makes Hunter so good? Just every card. They have so many cards that are so much better, but primarily the Wild Seed cards are probably the biggest offenders. But like this deck, for example, has like 1 or 2 kind of like below average cards, maybe. If you draft a Druid or a Priest or a Mage or a Warrior or a Warlock, like half your deck is probably average at best or worse.
A little fiddle.
But this Hunter deck is like 28, 29 cards. But if you're talking about individual cards, the Wild Seed cards were always broken. And then they nerfed them, and they were still some of the most broken cards ever made. And now they've reverted the nerfs, so they're like, we just cast a 2 mana 7/6 that equips a 4/2 weapon on turn 1. Like, that's not fair.
This only works on the
Nice finale. Oh shit, my bad. I was like, oh yeah, I'll buff it. And guess what? Not gonna matter, because he's not a Hunter.
Look behind you. Down. Spit that out.
This is our board on turn 4. You got distracted? I mean, this is the thing, right? Like on some of these games, you can just turn your brain off because we're already planning the next game. Chat's sitting here wasting brain power on this game that's already decided. Thanks for the answers. I like watching more than playing. Is your rune rotation set for the month? Or will it change again on the new set release? The core set cards are not in yet, I believe. So it should change slightly. And then right now, I believe you can't discover Whizbang cards, so that'll also change slightly. So not drastic changes, of course, but meaningful. I think there will be some meaningful changes. I don't think the class kind of disparity is going to adjust much. Maybe a little. I think Death Knight might go up a bit. But the experience might change a little. At least you'll see some different cards already. Coop, thank you for your follow as well. King Plush a misclick? No, I don't think King Plush is a bad card. But the thing about Arena is you just take the best of the cards they offer you. So you don't take King Plush over Aralon, but you can take King Plush over bad cards. King Plush has like a top 20 played win rate, but in terms of legendaries, it has the 4th highest played win rate and the 4th highest deck win rate. So don't sleep on that card, I guess, is what I would say. This will be 0, right? I should take a 0 cost card.
Look behind you.
Let's just keep hitting him in the face. Where are you looking at stats for played win rates? HS replay. HS replay's the place. Legendary sick. Yeah, I've never played it. The stats indicate it is a lot closer to the best legendary than the worst, or an average legendary. We'll have a better idea if we get to play with it a little bit, see what the board states look like, so on and so forth. Joke's on you, Red. I've never had any brain power to begin with. Just a single brain cell up there. That's not good. How do you breathe and eat, and laugh, and love? Six charge that sends all taunts away. Yeah, so like you push all your face damage, then you play it, then you attack, and then you have complete control of the board. Your opponent has to replay their entire board. Doesn't seem like the worst thing to me. More yodelers? I mean, if this guy's alive, maybe I should have whacked that. This guy's kind of cool. This is probably better, huh? Well, whatever. Let's just keep hitting him in the face. Bragging about having a brain cell, kind of weird. I prefer yodeling at the buzzards. Yodel at the buzzards? If he had a broomstick, maybe. So we have 5, 6, 7, 10, 15. Actually went on a bit longer than I would have guessed. The Plague, bottom a turn. Cenarian Ward almost bottom a turn. A Freeze and a Heal bottom a turn. I should have already begged YouTube to like and follow and all this. Subscribe, leave a comment. We've got some YouTube videos up. If anybody wants to check them out. Crazy Bomb Warrior deck. We had the Headless Horseman. That video is one of our most viewed videos already, which is kind of crazy. Do I want to keep that? It's so good, but it's more like a 6-drop or 4-drop or something, right? Maybe I can get 1s and 2s and then draw that later. Yeah, I don't know. This DK hero power deck, hero card deck is sort of popping off. I gotta get offered more hero cards. That card is so good. And it stops my Jorah Mungars from being viable plays. Has Reborn too. Right, this might be a tough one. Let's see if we can... I guess I could shoot. But if I'm gonna shoot, I think I might as well chop so I can chop next turn too. This card will be 0. This card will be 3. If it's 3, I can coin this and at least get the brushes, maybe. Headless seemed cool. It was a little met in the end. Good card, but boring. Yeah. I mean, I think it's cool. I like stuff like that. The run did really well too, which helps. Which helps with the YouTube viewership. I like the Paladin hero card, Headless Horseman with emotes. And I've always said, I'll get ahead. Are these the things it says? I don't remember. Which hero card are we even talking about? Hey Beard, how's it going? Pretty good, Producio. Played Hearthstone for 10 minutes, haven't lost a game yet. Sorry, not a hero card, but the avatar. Oh, like the little hero skin? How do I win? Play the 3 and the 2. I guess that's okay. I guess I should be making trades even on these little shitters. And maybe it behooves us just to whack here. We can get the 0 mana Macaw, so I can still tempo more stats onto the board at least. Maybe I get lifesteal here. I mean, I'm not that low. Just getting pretty low. Stop trying to make Dreads jealous. Oof, what do I do about that? I guess I could trade off the 4/4 and probably trade the majority of this. Man, that card's good here. It's good, I guess, going first on curve when you're ahead. Red, are you winning? This game, I'd say we're losing right now. But I guess it depends a lot on what he discovers. You can play a 0 mana Macaw. It's just not a great camouflage mount for us here, I don't think. I guess I have to trade it. Like my 5 for some of his 6, maybe? These guys are dying, so if he doesn't trade... I mean... He doesn't trade. Okay, so let's play this first. Doesn't cost us anything. It's a good card. And look, hey, proper order. I guess we're trading.
Now we rise.
5 goes. Thank you, PJ, for the raid. And then what's the 1? Little 1/1 shitter with Reborn. God dang it. End of your turn, draw a secret and set its cost to 1. How many do I have? I don't remember. I have bait and switch. Did I get 2? Hidden meaning and bait and switch? Okay, I'll take those. Sure, why not? Looks just like 1. I thought we had 2. 2 seems okay to get. A +2, +3 could be good on the cleave, but I also have complete control of the board. Well, never mind. I've got no board. I hope PJ had a good stream. Time to draw Hidden Meaning next turn. I hope not. Hopefully we can shout out PJ. If we got any mods here. I haven't seen any mods yet, but... Oh, I'll never draw one of those, so that's good. Okay. This comes down. This comes down. This comes down. This comes down. And I guess this is better than a hero power when he's at 30. I mean, lifesteal on this with the cleave could be pretty juicy. Can we fire Zelda? Sure, let's fire him. I like that. I like it. If I can deal 16, a taunt could even help me, maybe. Give Poet a new shot. I'm sure he'll be responsible. I don't think we should do that. Hope you don't mind me asking questions. I think you missed it. Played win rate looks like it's skewed heavily towards finishers. Which column is the best indicator of generally good? I think deck win rate is a better indicator of generally good. I think played win rate needs to be assessed slightly differently because of that. Like, yeah, Bloodlust, Savage Roar, Pyroblast. These cards always have really, really high played win rates because you can't play them unless you're winning a lot of the time. Like, unless it's like the card that wins you the game. But I don't think that that means it should be discounted entirely. The card like Alex Straza always has a really high played win rate because you shoot it at people's faces and then win the game. But a card like Wildpaw Caverns also has an absurd deck and played win rate. So when you play, and like if your played win rate goes up and your deck win rate is also good, like if your deck win rate's whatever, 60%, and your played win rate is 62%, then I think it's an indicator that it's an even better card. Because you'll see cards like Alex Straws that have like a 53% deck win rate and then like a 65% played win rate. And that I don't think is always the greatest indicator of overall value. Am I cheating? I'm not cheating. I feel like I might be getting cheated though. Actually, I guess I should have just put it on one of these. Not that it really matters. I need taunt. But I guess there's really no point in putting it on here. Unless I am alive for 2 turns. Which could be possible. That's very bad for me. That's really unfortunate. That as well is not good.
That feels good.
So I have to get a taunt. I can deal 4, 5, 12, but I'm frozen. Okay. Purified Shard is 100% played win rate. I don't think HS Replay tracks like token cards.
Yeah,
I was talking to Dreads this morning,
watch your back.
and he said, I said, why are you up at 7 a.m. on a Sunday? I'm going to start slaying bugs. I was going to play the bug slaying game. I was like, do you want to join? He said, I'm up before 7 every day because of kids. I haven't slayed in a few days. Maybe tonight I get back in that bug ass. And I said, I pray that this is not a euphemism. And then he said, I've actually looked up sexy bug gifs, but there weren't much. And then I decided I didn't want to talk to him anymore because he was sickening me. Rogue's gone down in the tier list? Yeah, there are only 5 quote-unquote playable classes on average. I have no beasts. Maybe I should have played this one first. Yeah, he, +1. I mean, I could have done this. I don't mind starting to get this going. Having him trade off his shitters. But yeah, I was gonna say I need him to give me like a target, but now I need a 1-drop. If I double trade, I can play this one. I think I'd rather do that. Double trade, or I could no. Yeah, I'll just do this. I get 2 3/3s. I guess I'll take an alley cat. If I can get... Oh, this will count, right? We can play this and then this. Take the alley cat? Yeah, alley cat's like, I mean, alley cat's kind of whatever.
No one's going to believe this.
This will count to buff these. I can never really tell. I'm gonna kind of just win if this is alive. I guess I don't really have a way to trigger it again right now. Just throw it all face. I'm not really sure. Like sometimes dormant things like interact with stuff, but I feel like sometimes they don't. And I never really know. Unless I've seen it like this meta. But the way most dormant things work, I would guess that would not trigger. But I guess I'm wrong about that.
No one's going to believe this.
I could play this one and not finale it. I guess I might as well finale it. I guess I would rather have...
They love a little fiddle.
I would rather have the 3-3 than the 3-1, so we play that one first.
Sing along. You know the words.
I feel like they shouldn't. Yeah, I feel like my initial thought was that it wouldn't, and then we saw it, and then it did. And yeah, it felt incorrect. So if I play the 4, what if I play the 1 and the 2 and the 1? The 1 and the 2 and the 4. If we do it like this, we can use this to get that trade. Guess I might as well
Turn to give it. I swear I saw it.
trade. Let's just not even trade. King Plush needs more kings. Yes, King Plush needs more kings. That didn't either until I played an observer myself and thought that's dumb. Yeah, I mean, regardless of whether it should or it shouldn't, in general, it definitely shouldn't work with the Wild Seed cards. The Wild Seed cards, if it should work normally, the Wild Seed card should be a you know, it should not should not do that. Let's make a see if we can kill him.
Too soon.
Looks like we may be killing him. Vanish continues to be underwhelming like many other big symmetrical board clears. Yeah, I've not seen a Vanish, I don't think, cast this meta that resulted in a win. I've seen some Vanishes that feel like they buy you a turn, but when cards like that don't develop you a board, then it's like your opponent gets to just replay their hand. So what would I do? I would coin Poacher, and then I would coin Buzzard, or I'd play Buzzard, or I would have to like skip one, play Buzzard on 2, and hope to coin the Yodeler. That doesn't seem like it's gonna happen, right? Because I want to get Spirit Poacher out on 1. Today I went 12-0 with an insane deck. The MVP was 3-cost minion that reshuffles a copy with double the stats into your deck when it dies. I drew it a ton of times. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, we got the worst Wild Seed card, but it's still good.
I'm the snake in your boot.
And we want to draw a minion here and then another minion. Maybe not a 9-drop, but every hunter having Wild Seed on turn 1 and a Buzzard on 2. Somebody, McBanter rated us yesterday, one of the top ranked constructed players out there, and he did 2 arena runs, I think he said, and he said he played against a hunter that played a Buzzard for like 5 straight turns, I think. And he said that every hunter he played Buzzard, basically every turn. We only have 1, but yeah, I've seen a lot of decks with more than that. Yeah. Okay. Oh shit. Can hit and chop. Play 3-4-1s. Let's chop first. Let's take one of those. We just play a 5-4. I think I'll put 12 power on the board and force them to do something about it. 4-1 is the play here. It's a play. You can make different plays. If he fans you, then this was much better. If he doesn't have an answer, then this is much better. Fan. I hope he doesn't have fan. It doesn't look like he had fan. We're gonna swing because we have 2 weapons in hand, and because we know we're getting another discount. Being able to play a 3-mana 4/5 that spawns 2 1/1s with Rush and Poisonous is pretty potent. The attack buff makes him remove bigger minions. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's fun to play Rogue, it seems. Our first Rogue deck was really fun. That was the first run of the first... It was the first run on the first day. Do I have lethal? 4, 7.
Until low, you can't do that.
But now I don't think it would be as fun.
ヤード
So many rogues. Yeah. A lot of rogues and druids whom we are so far defeating and losing to the Death Knights and probably to the Hunters.
Shiny, my shiny.
Alright, maybe I get like a sick Death Rattle. Next turn looks a little dicey if I don't get a minion type. Or if I don't draw a 1 or a 3 or something like that. Whenever this attacks, add a random card to your hand from your opponent's class. Maybe it'll give me a 1 or a 3. Give your weapon a buff. This should definitely make it cost 1 less or something. This card was pretty bad when it came out. It was pretty bad when it came out. Let's just tempo this out. Feels better than playing just a 3/4. Draw a mech from your deck. Guess I can maybe play a tempo nesting rock next turn. Oh, what happened to my board?
I take this. Oh, and that.
Symptoms will be severe.
Okay, what can I do now? I can, not do that much. Guess I can do like this. Let's take the trade. What's King Plush? He's a 9-mana 6/6 charge. What's going on here? What did he just cast? Choose 2 enemy minions they fight. Add copies of any that died to your hand. What the hell? I'm playing against Removal Rogue. He's a 9-mana 6/6 that returns all minions with less attack than him to their opponents, to their owner's decks, and he has charge, so... Okay, so my whole board's gone, he's fully healed, and he drew 2 cards this turn. Doesn't seem like too shabby of a turn. We unfortunately did not get good spells given to us here. Okay, we've got tarantulas, we've got mountain bears, we've got wild seed cards. Who would have thought we would be playing a nesting rock in 2024? I mean, arena sets rotate in and out pretty fast, and historically we've had a lot of old sets in with underpowered cards. So we probably played some nesting rocks every year since Ungoro came out. I'm not that surprised. Have we tried drawing anything good? I've tried so far and failed. But there is a chance we may try again. Is this a collateral turn? Probably. Especially with this most disgusting of draws. But he is at 7 now, so without any healing, there's a chance. We could really use another. Oh, that's a good card here. If I do this, I can hero power. If I do this, I can clear everything.
Shout it from the mountaintop.
And have a 1/1 basis. And then it should be pretty simple to hero power every turn from here on out, unless I get King Plush, and then we probably just kill him.
No gems escape from Drilly the Kid.
No jams escape from Drilly the Kid. Man, dude, the decks I'm facing are insane. Yeah, they're insane. I agree with that. At least we're running out of cards that do nothing. We finally got a card that did something, though. Six. I hope I draw King Plush. Okay, chat. Get your pogs ready. Let's see what he looks like.
I did.
That animation wasn't very good. I told you it was good. Told me? I said it was. I'm the one who said it was good. The third one I think gets a little dicey, but I would definitely run 3. Sorry, 2. I think this deck is dramatically improved if I take out, like, let's say a nesting golem and just put in another collateral. Hope we don't talk to Sebastian like that. I haven't seen him in like a week. I think his owner may have moved or something. It's a real tragedy. I was kind of waiting and kind of holding out hope that she like went on vacation for spring break for school or something, but I figured you would have to come back by Sunday, right?
They will never catch me.
Figured you'd probably have to come back by Sunday. Don't say that. I'm sorry to hear that. Me too. I'm really holding out hope for one more day. Tomorrow, I feel like maybe, you know, maybe tomorrow.
Port and starboard.
It's possible, right? It's possible.
Hunter low.
Alright, we can play this. We can play those. It'll cost us 0. Please come back. I'm hoping. He's a good guy, you know? Can we all have a moment of silence and chat and reminisce about the amazing memories of the great cat Sebastian? Yeah, he was a real special cat. He texted Sebastian's mom and beg her. Yeah, I was waiting. So what I didn't want was to text her and beg her anything, and then have her be like, "Oh, I'm just back," you know. I was just on vacation for like a couple of days, and then I look like a giga weirdo. But if it's not very good. But if she's gone, then yeah, then I'm gonna send a weird text. I don't really have a choice. Pride is an awful thing. Yeah, I don't really care so much about that. I care more about if she was like, if I text her like, "Hey, like, I've noticed you haven't been here for a while. I've been watching for your car and I haven't seen your cat around." And then she comes back and she's like, "Oh, you know, I'd really prefer if you didn't go over to your house. You're a weirdo." I'd be like, "Oh man." But she's gone, then you know what I mean? I would do my best not to type it in such a strange way, but you know, sometimes you can't. I want to push 12 damage into his face, don't I? Could play this. Could play this and get Wind Fury. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Hope you're being the same curious and cuddly kitty, Sebastian. There might be another way to word that. Yeah, I know. So I think if I don't see her car tomorrow, I think I'm gonna probably say something like, "Oh, hey, haven't seen you around. Yeah, hope everything's okay." And then she'll probably say like, I mean, I'm assuming if she did, she'll say like, "Oh, I moved," you know, something. "Oh yeah, I moved." Like, "Oh, okay, well if you," and then I'll say like, "Hey, if you ever need anybody to watch him home of most of the day," and then I'll see if it's a moving truck. Yeah, I never saw a moving truck.
Hunter low.
Are you allowed to have your own cat? Yeah, but I want that cat though. My 2 cats I adopted from my neighbor. I've had them for 2 years now. There you go. Kitten's 150. Well, we're giving her an offer she can't refuse. Finja, thank you for the follow. Is this even fun? You roll everyone if you're a hunter and feel miserable if you have to play anything else. I like playing Death Knight. $500 is a pure breed show cat princess. So $1,000 seems fair for him then, is what you're saying? Maybe it'll be a homeward bound thing. Sebastian will walk back to your place to sniff some more magic cards. I was talking to my mom about it, and she said when she was a kid, her mom gave away some cats. And then the cats came home like 2 weeks later, and they were like a town over. Sebastian is priceless. Yeah, I can't offer $100. That's crazy. Start the bidding at 200? 200? What's been the longest stretch of days between his visits? Probably 4 or 5 days before this, but it's probably been 5 or 6 days now.
Your power, limitless.
What do I get from this? 3-3. Mage isn't ready for King Plush. I can't wait till we drop the King Plush. That sucks. Just hope he's okay wherever he is. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I mean, I'd feel a lot worse if she didn't know where he was. If she texted me have you seen him, and then I hadn't seen him. Or if whatever, if something you knew something bad happened to him, I'd feel a lot worse. The whole time, I think I've done a pretty good job of understanding and remembering that he's not really my cat, even though, he's my good friend. 2. I can't quite kill him with this, right? So I play the 4 and the 5. Sorry, the 2 and the 2. So I deal 5, 9. I deal 9 with this. So I think I'm just gonna do this. Hey Red, is the arena rewards lower than it used to be? I've gotten 9 to 10 wins with only 170 gold. I feel like several years ago they adjusted the rewards. I don't know if that's ever been confirmed, but I feel like they lowered the arena rewards several years ago and never told anybody. Taz visits, does she fly to Portland or Eugene? Eugene.
Caught this one eating
He goes to, I think she usually flies into San Francisco or LA and then flies from there to a short flight to Eugene. I don't really want to... There's nothing really to swing into, but I don't want to play this with this weapon coming up. Beard trim? I did trim my beard, but I actually trimmed my beard after I started today's stream. So I did kind of like a half-ass job, but I went to go pee and wash my hands and brush my teeth, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't trim my beard, and I said I would, and it's all disheveled.
Spit that out.
Magic pack opening was terrifying, was it? Wasn't that bad, was it? But I'm sorry I scared you. Sorry, I made you afraid. Weird. Played that rather than the 1/1 to kill this. Seems worse. Is not a good draw. Star power's good. Not for this turn, but perhaps a future turn. They really not reuse honorable kill for that card. Yeah, I don't know. There's like some stigma against reusing keywords unless they're like in the core set or evergreen or whatever. But yeah, it feels like, why not just write honored kill? And then you can hover over it and see. Never using discover again. Cards are too spooky. 6 mana for a whole hell of a lot of stats, but I guess I have a card that can remove a whole hell of a lot of stats here. Alright, let's think about the math. I always want to do that. Let's say I whack... Okay, let's say I shoot like... Let's say I get worst case scenario. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It might not remove much at all if I got the worst case scenario. I can swing into the 4. 5, 4, 3, 2... 5, let's say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It would be possible to not clear if I left one up. Okay, let's do this. And I think as long as we don't hit here on the first one, we should be fine. That card's crazy, isn't it? Once Upon a Time. Yeah, I've drafted 4 or 5 shamans. I haven't seen this card yet. 6 mana for 12 mana worth of stuff. I just wish they didn't do that as often as they do. Like I always say, this is like the laziest of the lazy card design that they do. 6 mana, summon 12 mana worth of stuff. 9 mana, cast 20 mana worth of mage stuff. Like, yeah, random's fun, RNG is fun, so on and so forth. Like... Let's refine the design a little bit, maybe. I think in weird situations, you can proc honor kill on your opponent's turn. I'm not sure. I need a play.
Hunter low.
Who actually wants to balance cards? It's Evolve Synergy, bruh. Come on. I mean, if you want to make a card like that, like Tiny Toys. Remember Tiny Toys? It's effectively the same card. Summon two copies of an X cost card. And it's like, now you have like a parameter. You have a spectrum of how powerful the effect can be, but the stats are always the same. So it's not like sometimes you're rolling a 15-15 worth of stats, and sometimes you're rolling like a 7-7 worth of stats. And like setting those little caveats in there is such a big deal. It's so easy. That's why I don't really understand why they can't or won't do it. But that's, I guess, neither here nor there. Not much collateral damage going on here, but if I had hit first, I would have dealt more face damage. That was stupid. This card can be very good. I'm not getting a discount. What I really want are the Yodelers for this, but how much does this deal? How much does Patchwork Pals deal? 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. I guess if I have this and he's at 11, then I got a chance. Just met a Demon Hunter with 5, 6, 7 Outcast Wolf, and then Inquisitor on 8. How can that be fun to play against? I don't think it is. I feel like more and more... Oh, he's only got 6 mana. More and more often there are like very unfun interactions going on. Darn. I can play the charge, and I can put the camouflage mount on the charge minion. He's at 18 now. Wind Fury would still be pretty sick. Lifesteal's actually better than a lot of things. So it might buy me time to get another draw. Get an extra hero power in, maybe. Did you hear about what happened in Melbourne? I don't know if that's even a place, or if that... What is that? Is that a town in, World of Warcraft or something? Okay, we need our King plush. Oh, there it is. These cards don't really do anything. I guess that one might. Malborn is like Melbourne, but worse. Should I just play nothing here? It's the shittier French version of Melbourne. Man died from falling out of a hot air balloon. Oh, that's tragic. I'm playing nothing, so he doesn't play another claw machine. Canal Slogger, sorry. Or maybe a baking soda volcano. Bad way to go. I would not get in a hot air balloon. Wonder if he just doesn't swing because he gets 2 taunts here. Unless he's killing me, he probably shouldn't swing here. But man, it's tempting. It's tempting to swing. There was a guy in Texas piloting a hot air balloon, and he hit some power lines. My parents had rode with him 2 weeks before. I want to die racing a cigarette boat across the Gulf of Mexico. That doesn't go back. do I kill him next turn? None of these help me? Wait, I can't kill him next turn. None of these help me. Why not hit this guy? Because that doesn't do anything. I would take 6 damage for no reason that way. I think. I guess depending on what he does, I might need to do this. Why not take 6 damage for no reason? Because I'd like to still win, even though it might not be possible. It might not be possible. I didn't realize it's a bit unlucky he actually pulled a big enough taunt to not get put back into his deck there. He thinks it's health, not attack. Yeah, we got the deck tracker up if anybody wants to look at what the cards do rather than repeatedly say the wrong thing and Fuzzles makes the wrong suggestion and the wrong play like 5 or 6 times a night. I'm not really sure. At some point I would probably start questioning my own suggestions. Not everybody has that same mentality, I guess. I want to taunt. Can I taunt too? I can't taunt and hero power.
Shout it from the mountaintop.
I got a hero power. Oh, that's a thing, I suppose. Maybe it's fine. Does he get another one in his hand? How does that work?
No one's going to believe this.
The randomness makes it fun, you know? I can't say I am having fun, but they're probably having a blast. So, at least one player is having fun.
One dose solves any problem.
Got something to hide? You call that a blade? I've got 3.
I will not be rushed.
What do we have? 4, 7, 10, 13. Probably have to trade. Should we double trade here? Maybe.
I swear I saw it.
Maybe. 6, 9, 12, 14. If I had pushed 6, I could put him to 1.
Rot into my core.
5 mana, and then that thing.
No, that's not right.
I want to discover a beast. Is that all I can do? Not like a beast demon or something? That buffs my board. I don't... Oh, I do have an undead. And then what can go where? That can go there. That can trade in there. Why is his name Invincible if I can see him? Invincible. I think that word might mean something different.
Stone Legion, to me!
This thing's an undead? Give another random friendly undead a big buff. But I needed that one on the board. Didn't I? Oh my god. I'm really glad we didn't lose that game. When he was at 2. So, I'm glad that he didn't win. We seared the King Plush mechanic into our brains. I mean, that was our only play that turn. I just thought I had lethal. We didn't.
Job's done.
Hell is this? At least it's something to do with my mana. Did Invincible always give taunt? Yeah. Yeah, he did. Also, I know his name's not Invisible. Or... I know, chat always says that every time he gets cast. I can equip this and swing into nothing. Or I could swing into that and maybe find like a tarantula for next turn. Tremors. Play that, or I can tempo that. I think I'll just take Patchwork Pals because it's the best card there. I really like Mining Casualties. It's so good with Confuse cards and Corpses. Yeah. And then, you know, it's so good at contesting Awakening Tremors too. Give a beast +3/+3 and shuffle 3 copies into your deck. Well, I mean, could be kind of insane. I mean, you can get Huffers.
Halt, citizen. It is not safe.
You can get a Huffer and then play a Huffer. I can put that on there. That's pretty good, huh? I think Patchwork Pals is as good as the Wild Seed cards. I think it's probably just slightly under. It's not as good on turn 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, you know, for Arlon. But it probably starts to become about as good on turn 6 or so. Dexcro Frenzy combo. Does he want to do this? Yeah, I guess he wants to kill it, so if he misses, he hits the 1/3. Oh wait, that has Reborn. That's Reborn too. Yeah, this actually works out pretty well. Randomly open Twitch. No, I think I played against you last game. That was you? Were you the crazy shaman? Jelel66? I'm sorry you lost, but thank you for the game. And I hope you had fun. I hope the rest of your run goes well, man. I mean, if I can play this, then play these two, that would be great. What if the Wild Seed operates will be lowered? I would be very surprised if they're not. They usually change things on Tuesdays. Tuesdays or Thursdays are usually the days of the patches. But the expansion release is Tuesday, and that's not a patch day. That's not a balanced patch day. So if there will be one, it will be after Tuesday. I would assume the following week at the earliest. Why would you swing? Oh, he must be killing this with like a frostbolt or something. If you dire Frenzy Huffer, will it keep the mana reduction? No, not the mana reduction, but just the stats, right? You could wait one turn. Be guaranteed to do that, but not have the opportunity to do that. Maybe that's fine. A lot of stats too. You can lower offers on specific cards. Yes. They do pretty much every meta. That's what the micro adjustments are. Dynamic Wizard and Finja. Thank you guys for your follows. Let's hope he messed that up. You may have two of them, and sometimes you have to cast the first one in order to, I'm gonna throw in a threaten here. Just in case he was, like, totally under pressure. Can chop it first. Be able to do that next turn. Collateral deals 15. That feels fair to me. To me, that feels fair. Alright, 8 is the second best score you can have after 9 games, but we gotta get a few more. Minus 15, Omega laughing. I yelled out. Sorry, sometimes I just try to keep you guys engaged. Who designed that card? I think Collateral, dealing 5 per and costing 9 would probably be sort of a much more reasonable card. It would really cut down on the amount of damage you could do optimally. 12 damage. You couldn't hero power the turn you played it 2. You just have to wait an extra turn, which means your opponent would get an extra turn to either condense their board or to play a bigger minion that can soak up more of the damage. 1.5 Pyros for half the mana cost. Well, it costs 80% of what Pyro costs. But they probably shouldn't do 1.5 what Pyro does while costing 80% and destroying your opponent's board.
Versus the Lich King.
All will serve me in death.
And I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm never certain about these things. I imagine in Constructed it never really saw much play, or I'm not even sure if it's legal in Standard anymore. I don't even know what set it's from. I'm assuming it wasn't really a relevant card in Standard, so I very rarely understand why those cards need to be juiced so hard and then just be like complete outliers for Arena and see no play in another format. Even if that card does see play, just that concept in general, I never really get it. I mean, this card could give 3 1s. You would probably take it every time in Arena. This card, I think at some point made a mana reduction of 1. I think they've reverted the nerf. A mana reduction for 1 on here would be strong. You would very rarely pass that, I think. Lich King, one of the most powerful beings in Hearthstone WoW history, is just collateral damage to a hunter. That's all he is.
What a find!
It's a pretty fair card and constructed. Granted, Hunter has weak board clears in its class card spell pool. But do people actually run it? Buzzard is free next turn. Five mana. Deal 3 to 3.
You call that a blade? I've got
He's
three.
getting wormed. Would he still love me if I was a worm, though? That's the real question.
Most intriguing.
King plush next turn means maybe I just want to put him to 6 this turn. Dreads had more worms than this deck that one time. Remember when he told us how he had worms? This is not a joke. He's just like, oh yeah, like, had worms. I had to take like dog pills or something to kill him. Like, what? I'd never met any human that had worms inside of him before. I am still mining. I was playing, what's that game called? Deep Space Mining Dwarven Galactic Adventure I was playing. And I was absolutely tearing it up. I was level 61 or 62 on Hazard 4. And I got the main boss to like half health. I was doing good, maybe a little less than half health remaining. It jumped on me one time and one-shot me, and I don't think it even really hit me. I don't think it really hit me. It one-shots you. I was tearing it up. I had like 3 weapons, like level 20. I got my luck. I don't know, man. I must have had plus 50 luck. Everything it offered me was like a legendary, it was like a legendary thing. I was coasting, and then one shot, and I guess I never got movement speed. I might have passed movement speed once or twice. I feel like you need to take movement speed a few times. I just beat Hazard 4 as Gunner for the first time, or are you like doing it more easily? Really want to get this down, but if he didn't roll that one, I would have played this one. There's no chance that that's explosive, right? There's a chance. Hidden meaning.
Wondos solves any problem.
Second map has 4. Third gunnered form is easy mode. Yeah, I got the third gunner form and I was just crushing Hazard 3. I only did it one time, but I just destroyed it.
Let the pain speak to me. Bring the pain.
No one's going to believe this.
It's too much damage for me to pass, I think.
Face me, for I have been chosen.
3k damage, shots on auto. The game needs a co-op? I agree. Co-op would be great. What's up, Red? How are the runs? This is our first run, Tonka, Brew. We're at 9-1, so we've won 90% of our games and can't really complain about that. Pressure plate in? Every card is in. I don't know if pressure plate's draftable. I haven't seen a pressure plate be offered, but every card is in. So if it's drafted, I think it might be different, but really you kind of have to play around all the secrets unless you know that a card came from their deck. Then I think it's probably freezing. Hidden meaning. What do I have? Didn't I have another one? Bait and switch. Might just be those 3. Actually, freezing might not even be in. I'm not sure if I've seen a freezing. 1, 2, 5, 7. Bees is draftable. Bees are draftable. I think that's right. Trade. I mean, I'd still rather just develop stuff here, I think. There's a card in your deck that didn't start there.
alone.
Oh, that's pretty nutty, but I guess I can pick it up next turn. This could push some damage before... Could push some damage before he gets access to more mana. Explosive is in too? Okay, it sounds like there's a lot of them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to more deep rock mining content. And a co-op mode would be sick. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. The runs, other cards. Whereas if we get rid of these and hit buzzards or spirit poachers, it's just that much stronger. Triple Tremors opener was nutty. Yeah, Tremors is like super important for us to have as well. Do I want to coin out a 3-drop here? I think so. What's up, Muffin? Hunter Mirror, let's see who outscams. Well, he or she who goes first is at a very decided advantage, so... Sometimes it's who rolls the weapon one and who rolls the rush one. But without healing, if I can crack him in the face a few times, maybe a collateral can steal a game. This might stick, maybe, and then perhaps we can get value from it. And buff Paladin has been pretty bonked. Yeah, if you get a good Paladin deck, it's going to have a ton of success. I drafted a good Paladin that did well, and a bad Paladin that had nothing good in it, and there was a very dramatic difference in my experiences. Seven mana, 7/7 charge. Battlecry can't attack heroes. This card used to cost 8, right? That was the thing. Card used to be an 8 mana 7/7. And we bitch and moan about going first or second. We're playing the exact same cards. It's just they're all working out really well for him because he gets to do them first. We'll see if we can find a way to turn the corner, but right now it's looking not great.
This hand ain't big enough for the two of us.
Shout it from the mountaintops!
It's hidden.
Thanks for
hidden
the
meaning.
late night streams, helps with a lot. Bichipite.
I mean, I'm behind. I can't risk like not spending all my mana, I don't think. Tonga Brew, thank you for the 5,000 bits. It helps a lot, you think? Well, I'm glad it does. I kind of wish he didn't have that 4-3. Am I dead? 5, 10, 14? It depends where that 4-3 goes. Maybe not dead. Maybe he's dead. Thank you so much for the 5,000 bits. We have 9, 12. 16. We have lethal. I think. Is released before Rush. This card is functionally different than Rush. 4, 7, 10, 13. Did I miscount? Oh lord. 5, 9, 13. Oh, this thing can attack. It's like, wait, I thought it was way over. But yeah, this card is functionally different than Rush. I mean, the card's really good. I guess what I'd really like to do is just get a 1. Just play a 1 on 1. Okay, I mean, if I just push enough damage, Collateral will win the game. But I might not be able to. He's gonna get a 3-drop. There's not really anything I can do about it.
This one eating party snacks.
We just hope he low rolls the 3. Not really a low roll. That being said, we could put a bunch of monkeys into his deck, and that's not the best. Whenever a spell is played. Okay. It's probably better than a 1/4. What about next turn? Don't really know. Well, he took something awfully fast there. He took some kind of gigantic beast awfully fast there. Stealth could be pretty nutty. We get a bunch of things with stealth if we play this. Let's hope he's not playing a Hydrolodon next turn, or a Highmane this turn, or a Mountain Bear next turn, or a King Plush. Never kill the elephant. I don't care about what spells are going into his deck.
Shout it from the mountaintops!
I'm just gonna try to crack him in the face in collateral. We need to live a few turns. That's too bad. That one's too bad. I can hold off on that, then I can play the two of them on 7. Do I care if he gets this? I probably would prefer that he didn't. This one's going in. This one doesn't really matter this turn, right? Man, lifesteal sucks there. For us. For him, it's the best. It's the best thing you can get there.
Weakness betrays you.
That's not a valid target.
Do I want the poison on board? I probably would prefer to keep the poison, huh? So I hit here. And then I hit here. Mothership. Mothership piloted by a frickin' toad and something else. What did he get from the dredge that he took so fast? I don't really remember. Can I ever not collateral here? That's a lot of damage that he has potentially, and then a collateral on me could kill me. Trade here to keep this extra minion alive, but he's gonna have all these 1/1s. Mothership was the dredge, really? Was that the first one he took? 4, 5, 6, let's see, 12, 13, 17, 19. Collateral can be lethal. 4, 7, 10, 12. I'd need to deal 11. What if I hit here? Is that ever better? Might be better, I'm not actually sure.
Quickly.
Put him to 3. Double trade, keep him at 9, but stop him from having the ability to play another camouflage mount into lifesteal. A lot of lines there. Yeah, I think popping is okay. I'm glad we didn't just go face, because I thought we could just die to collateral. Alright, 12 wins is the best score you can get if you're watching this bad boy on YouTube. Well, do me a big favor and hit the like, the comment, the subscribe. What do you think about Hunter? Should it be nerfed? Probably. Will it be nerfed? Definitely. Definitely. And now let's see our rewards. GG's. We did it for Tonka Brew. Okay, well, I did it for myself. Because, you know, you try to win. But, yeah, it was good that Tonka Brew was here, and